this business got me into jewelry. My family business got me into jewelry, basically. When I went to college, I thought I was going to study interior design, which was going to be a feasible way to have a living and still be creative. Things kind of didn't work out exactly like I thought they were going to, and I wound up back in York after a few years living away from York. And a few years down the road after that, my father asked if I wanted to come into the store here. And slowly over time, that creative juice sort of turned into working with metal and creating jewelry. That's sort of what led me to start making jewelry at the shop here.
I was always a very creative kid, very hands-on. I remember being 5 years old and making a jewelry box out of wood. So I've always been just very creative. I wanted to get my hands into everything. And then I went to college at Towson University originally for craft and painting, but then I walked past the jewelry studio, saw torches and hammers, and it was love at first sight.
Usually for myself, it would start out with just something outside in nature that sort of inspires a design or an idea that I'm having. I will start working on a project and sort of see where it heads. And I don't always have a plan before it starts. So it might be some of it's experimenting with an idea that I have in my mind and see where the metal takes me. Probably with sawing, and then you're going to do soldering, and then finishing work, polishing, and how it evolves from there. Sometimes it works out wonderfully, sometimes maybe not so great. And then that idea might lead to another idea. We'll build upon that.
Right now for jewelry, I really like making sentimental pieces for people. Lately, I've been doing a lot of dog hair memorial jewelry to memorialize these special dogs that we have in our lives. And I like to work with somebody and hear about the stories that they have to tell about the dog that they lost, and then what they like specifically, so we can come up with something very unique and special just for them. That is so special to me that I'm creating something one of a kind for that specific person.
So this is a third generation jewelry store, and was started by my grandfather, George Reese, in 1945. We started out in another location and moved down to this location in 65. My father, Max Reese, took the business over from my grandfather. Let's say about 20 years after I started working in the business, my father finally gave me the freedom to transfer the business and change it to make my own identity with it, and rename it, rebrand it, and make it more of my own, what I thought I wanted it to be. And then that's where the watchmaker's daughter came into play at that time. And then we started to carry a lot of different handmade products, and it then gave me a place where I could sell my handmade jewelry. This place is full of great stories through generations. There's people that have been coming in here for years. They've become really a part of our family. You become a part of their family. The handmade jewelry, they love that. They love that it's made by someone local. They love that we're here and we made the pieces and they can talk to us, and the story behind why we made them. It makes it special for them. It makes it special for us, and you really build relationships around that.
Even just coming in when I first started, hearing that the shop has been with people's milestones is very unique. That they could have bought their wedding bands, our grandparents bought their wedding bands, and then they're here to get their grandchild's first, bracelet or something is so special that we're growing with them and they're growing with us. And what shop really gets that, And then the handmade is just every time somebody buys something that I make, it's like you do a happy dance. You can't believe somebody's liking what you make, and it's very vulnerable, and it's such a cool relationship to have with somebody that they're gonna rock what you made out in the world. I really think this shop is very special, and I want to highlight it and what Karen's doing here, and we can't lose places like this.
For more from Mosaic, please like and subscribe to the channel or check out another video. To help support this project, please visit witf.org/mosaic.